never really in the same place. I mean, at some point, yeah, you may be cutting line or reopening a line, but the fire that you went to 10 years ago was on the left side, and now the fire is on the right side, and you're reopening the same line. It does happen that way at times, but for the most part, you're seeing new ground, and that's the one thing I like about that. Talking with the local shots there, wherever they're from, if we go into their region, trying to get some of their input, what's going on here. Just trying to download as quick as possible, knowing what some of the issues are with fire behavior, the fuel types, the terrain, access. It's just all that stuff that you try to gather as much as you can within that first 12 hours of once you show up on scene. And if it just initially going out and just scouting, sizing it up, because that's most of the time what we do when we get there is. Unless there's something that they need help with, we'll gladly jump in. But you're kind of going off of their trust, in a sense, and then you're trying to gather that SA and just build your slides as quick as you can, and develop a plan, and see what their plan is, and go with that. But yeah, that's the most I enjoyed about it was the travel, meeting the other soups, other firefighters too, working with engine companies, out of region, Texas. We went there, not me as on the crew, but personally went out just as a division. Was a good time too, just filling in as a division soup for them, and just meeting those folks. But for the most part, I think that would be it. We did have one assignment. I think it made me feel really good is that we were up in Oregon. I can't remember the fire, but we were with Zigzag, and it's a lot of contracts up in Region 6. And there's this, that perception, hotshots, Region 5, contractors, Forest Service. That's they all kind of rub each other kind of wrong. I mean, I don't know if that's just personal or from other point of view from folks. I mean, yeah, I've had experiences for the most part, but it's been very minimal for any kind of bad feelings to that. There's a reason why there was a bad feeling, because there was something that I seen that was wrong that we needed corrected. But for the most part, working with those guys up there, it's the contractors I'm talking about specifically. Once you get to talk to them and get them on the same page as we're doing our assignment, it just works. You got to communicate, and that's one of the things I noticed, that if you don't do that, break that barrier down as soon as possible, you're going to have a rough ride, and it's not good, because you're not on the same page. There's no communications, the lack of, and you're just trying to figure out what is he going to do? I don't know, but we're going to do this, and that's not what you want. You got to be able to work together. And that's one of the things I picked up, just going out of region. I know we're the kind of the strangers once we come up, go out of region. But when they come here, try to absorb them as fast as you can to, hey, this is what we're about. This is what we do. This is our force. Whatever we're doing, we try to incorporate them as quick as possible. So, they're on our team. We want them, because we're going to be watching their back, and they're going to watch ours at some point. And we just need to build that relationship quick as possible. And I think those are the few things I've really enjoyed out of doing this job. I'm in a battalion job now, but it's just one of those things personally that I had to step out. But it's all good. It's family. I have kids, and I have other things to take care of now, so it's all good. But those would be the few things I really enjoyed. The relationship that's there, knowing how I work and how they work. When we do get onto an incident, it's that much quicker to build a team, and the trust factor is still there with a lot of that. That's just one of the things that I still see that I can relate to really easy. Just talking with our local crews here, the superintendents, keeping in touch with them. The surrounding folks, seeing them as they come into our force when they come to cover, and talking with them, gossiping, just catching up on what they've been doing. Wintertime stuff, because that's kind of the lull for everybody then. But it's just keeping that relationship going, I think, with a lot of the soups, and not just them, but everybody else. That the relationships you built through the years. Yeah, that's the thing I most cherish a lot about being in the hotshot community. It's a strong community.